Hey, Book Dragons, it's your hosts Kay, Deb, Laya, and Joe. You're listening to Book Talk with Kay. If you've ever found yourself wondering if that dragon riding hero is going to end up with that sassy sorceress, then you're in the right place. Today, we are unraveling the mystery of romantasy versus fantasy. We're gonna talk about what sets those genres apart.
So,
What?
I think with romantasy and fantasy, romantasy is like a subgenre of fantasy. Because you can have just fantasy. And then you put a love story in with it and it becomes romantasy.
That sounds actually book exactly correct.
Yeah, I always think of a romantasy very heavily fantasy based with a side of romance.
Mm-hmm.
My favorite romantasy is Akatar or Fourth Wing.
I can't wait to read Fourth Wing so I can really get on your level.
Romantasy, yes. Fourth Wing, 1,000 hands down. Fantasy, though, I really like the Aragon series.
Ooh, I love that. I do too, actually.
I think I'd go Harry Potter as my favorite fantasy.
There's so many guys I cannot choose.
I got caught up when I was younger. That is, even though I was really young, that is the books we went to was the Aragon and stuff like
Yeah.
that. So I love Harry Potter, but I will say Aragon before that.
I think Harry Potter would be my favorite, and the Chronicles of Narnia.
Yes.
I feel like the Mist of Avalon too. I mean, I could go on. Yeah, there are so many.
Mm-hmm.
A Wrinkle in
The
Time.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Neverending Story. That is a fantasy.
Aww.
I mean, we want to go like way back when. Neverending Story, Falcor.
Oh.
I can
Yes.
hear people listening to this and listening out. No, you forgot this. You didn't say this. Oh, let's see.
And I think Romantasy just kind of came because you could get your paranormal romance, which is your shifters and stuff. But when they brought in the dragons and the mythical worlds and fairies and all that, it started becoming romance. They romanticized the fantasy world.
Yeah.
And of course, you have your lovers.
I mean, it's really like the best of everything.
Yes.
So do you think that most people think that for a romantasy you have to have fairies and dragons? Like, is that something that is required?
I know my preference is for it to have fairies and dragons, but you can have gnomes and trolls and all of the fey creatures.
Well, yeah, like the My Soul to Keep series.
I feel like if there are psychic abilities within anything I'm reading, I'm instantly in love with it.
I could see that.
Mm-hmm.
I like a good romance, so like as long as it's got that tension building up, I like it.
I guess mine are more, I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm a huge fan for romantasy and all that, but I need action.
Isn't it? There is action.
Like with Akatar, and I'm sorry, Joe, but Akatar, there's the whole war thing going on between,
Yeah.
the
Hibernum and
So
everybody. Yeah.
yeah, so you have this like 5 different stories going on at once, and it makes the story like it's able to drag you in. You want to know what's going to happen. Oh crap, what's going to happen with this person, and what's going to happen if they decide to do this? And if this person does this, that's going to start a war between these other people, and it drags you in because you want to know what's going to happen, and it keeps you there.
Well, yeah, and I think that's why I'm a huge Romantasy fan, because you get the best of both worlds with that. You get
Mm-hmm.
the world building, and you get the tension between the characters.
So with romantasy and fantasy together, how much world building would you say is too much?
Throne of Glass is too much.
Oh God, yes. Crescent City.
I don't think I remember Throne of Glass.
Throne
Don't.
of
No.
Glass is just too much.
It's not bad.
Was that book number 1?
Yes.
Yeah.
But okay, that particular author has a thing about her first book in each of her series is nothing like 90, I can't say nothing but it is like a good 90% world building. And then all of a sudden this stuff happens and then you want to read the second book.
Well, and I think that's what stopped me on Throne of Glass, because I went through the world building, and I love that for a book. Like, I love that about Akatar. I love that. But on the second book, it was like, oh, we're still doing that. Like, I
Yeah.
need my spice.
I need something.
Yeah.
Give me something. Give me a good murder in there, or spice, or
Yeah, there
oh
wasn't a
my
lot
lord.
of.
Yeah, give me a good fist fight every now and then, or something. But it's not there. I want to say the third book, I finally was able to go, oh hey, and then by the 8th book, I'm like, I'm done.
Yeah, I am pausing at the third book. I mean, it's been like 6 months since I read the third one, but like, I have to be in a mood to go back to it, I guess.
Yeah, I think I'm going to try to go back to it. Like Crescent City, I'm never going to pick back up again. 700 pages and 500 pages was world building. I was done.
So, everybody talks about the relationships in those. Like, it wasn't spicy. I have not read
Not the first
Crescent City
one.
yet.
Not in the first one, it wasn't. It was literally world building. You're finding out what's going on, why this person's this way, what's all going on in the world. And it's the same world that Akatar was made in. So it's like, really? I've already
See,
read this. I've already read this.
I would think that would be amazing. Like,
Well, when it's a 700 page book and 500 of it is literally just world building. Now, I love the banter that the two characters have in there. The banter in there is great. Like he's watching her, trying to keep her safe from a rooftop, and she's going over there or he texts her and says, leave the channel on this. So she purposely changes it because he's watching from the rooftop.
do you think that it was a hindrance that it's more modern time? And like, when I think of Akatar, I think of more like not so modern.
I think Akatar was more dystopian feel versus modern. Or not so modern. Like it had it kind of felt like it was in the past, and then there was a few things where it sounded like it was more, the world blew up.
Yeah, and that makes sense. Now that you mention that. But when I picture it, I always think of like, oh, them in dresses and like wooden houses.
Yeah, and the way they talk about how, women are, that one family where, women aren't supposed to be doing nothing but making babies and being barefoot.
Yeah.
And, there was that.
So I think Fourth Wing takes a new twist on Romantasy
Yeah.
because it's just so different in my head.
It really is. A lot of people haven't been able to put that spin on the dragon and wyverns and human all connected.
Yeah. And the magic and everything else.
Yeah.
But it's still got that Academy vibe, which everybody loves. But it's not like young Academy, it's young adult, I guess. And
Yeah.
then the combat and the training. I just love Fourth Wing. And you cannot beat Taryn and Adarna.
Right?
Sorry, Joe, I know you haven't read those
I believe you guys. I know everybody talks so highly about it. I really need to get on it.
yet.
Put down Crux's book for a minute.
I'm
Go
not
read.
even reading. I'm actually reading The Ever King for our book club.
Yay! I know.
Okay, how are you liking that Romantasy so far?
I love it. I love it so much because it is for real. Like, they do not like each other. Like, they like each other. Well, I guess spoilers, right? Should I say that? But they like each other. They recognize something in each other, and then when they come back together, they can't stand each other. And I love that dynamic. Love it. And I love what's happening right now. So there's that.
I love how different it was. You get to see all the different worlds in this series, and I just,
Yeah.
it's a different type of Romantasy as well, because it takes you to places you
World.
don't get to see in a lot of books.
Yeah. It's definitely different. It's refreshing. It's very refreshing.
I am not gonna lie to you. So this is my second time reading this book, and I forgot a few things. So I'm kind of glad I'm getting a refresher. But now I'm ready to go start the Never King.
It's good too.
The Never Queen.
The second one in the series.
Okay.
I think I can't remember if I liked it the best or the third one.
I think
They're
I
all
like
great
the
though.
third one. Yeah, they are all great, but I think I liked the third one the most. But that could just be because, it finally came to the ending and everything was wrapped up nice and tight.
Well, yeah, and then the second one you don't get to see our main man that much. So I know you guys haven't read Casey L. Bond, but she does fantasy romantasy, and she does so good. And there's no smut, but there's so much world building, and it's all based around fate and magic being a fate based signet, and it's just so good.
And I
Casey
think
L.
that's.
Bond.
Go ahead.
Just reiterating the author name.
And
C.O.
so I like world building, but I need a plot. And I think that's where I have an issue with some fantasy, because with Fourth Wing, it did the world building and the plot at the same time, which is, I think, why I could get into it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, she has a good plot. There's
So, but I
battle
need it
going
within the
on.
first chapter, otherwise I get bored.
I mean, there's hints of it, but you're not going to find out what it, I mean, each book is like separate, so you do find out what it is by the end of the book, but
Mm-hmm.
they're all intertwined. It's so good.
Let's check it out.
So how excited are we for ACOTAR 6?
Oh my gosh.
I'm ready for it, but I found out Bryn Weaver is coming up with another book too.
Who?
Bryn Weaver.
Oh,
Oh, what?
well,
There's two on this? Hold on. Tell me about it. I don't know about it.
Okay, so have you read anything by her?
I'd have to check my account.
Okay, so it's Butcher and Blackbird, Leather and Lark, Scythe and Sparrow. This is going to be not in that world. And all I saw was a cover and said I had to have it. So it was like, yeah.
yeah, I've seen it on Instagram a lot. I haven't seen anything on TikTok really, but Instagram, you get all the little snippets a little early.
I saw it on Facebook, actually.
Yeah, I'm excited. But I tell you what, I'm not probably as excited as I was or I would have been.
Yeah.
I would say maybe even a year ago, just because I've come across so many wonderful books. That was my very first interaction with this whole world. And so while it like will always sort of like hold a place within my memory, it certainly doesn't, it's not on any kind of pedestal. I feel like there's so many more out there.
I mean, I agree that there's more, but I also just love the characters so much in ACOTAR.
Mm-hmm.
They just rip my heart out. Like every storyline I could talk about and just rip my soul out because they're so good. Like Reese, everything that Reese does and how much they love him, and then it just, I don't know, it just,
Yeah.
and then Cass is this big old teddy bear with the heart of gold that
I
gets
just
shit
want,
on all the time.
I want everything Azrael.
Oh, I love
Yes.
That deep, dark, brooding man that has so many issues, and I want to fix it all.
Aw.
Plus, it was really like, so Reese is my older son's name, my eldest. So it was hard for me to read.
I mean, I get that.
I could never, it was always Reese and, and I was always having to look at character pictures to kind of like get my head.
That makes sense.
Yeah, and like the next book I read, there was another one that was my younger son, Bo, was the main character. I was like, seriously, guys? What are you doing to me, universe?
I can't wait till Blood and Ash gets on screen.
Wait,
That one I'm there for.
there's a movie?
Yes.
It got picked up, yeah.
OMG.
I think it's going to be a series, though. Isn't it?
As long as they don't mess it up like they did the Black Dagger Brotherhood, I'm okay with that.
Or freaking Vampire Academy. Every freaking... Dimitri is like the original OG Shadow Daddy for me.
Oh my God, yes. Yes.
I
And
just
I did not.
graduated. You did what?
So the movie that they did for it, I do not see the hotness about him. Like
I like how sweet he was. I think he did a good job with the sweet side of Dimitri, not so much like the gruff side.
But that's
Um,
what made it so, was the rough.
yes. I just can't wait till they find the perfect cast. I actually did not like the girl that played Rose at first, but then when I actually saw her, I think she did a really good job.
Uh-huh.
But I
So,
started that right out of high school, and that was like it was Twilight, and then that one, and he was like OG Shadow Daddy for me.
I'm trying to remember the one, PC Cast or something, and I can't remember the names of them. I have the books and hardcover, and I can't remember the names of them. But those were really good, and I would love to see those made into a movie. Haunted, Tempted, Haunted, Tempted, some other ones like that.
Marked,
Yes, that
yeah.
series.
Oh God, I don't know what that is, but I remember because it all came out at the same time.
Yes. And I have every single one of those and the Vampire Academy ones on hardback, and I've had them for years.
I 1,000% think that Fourth Wing plot is going after Dimitri's plot and Rose's. I think that, well, we already know. Joe, cover your ears for a second.
Okay.
We already know that Zayden got turned. So
Right?
that's exactly like Dimitri. And instead of Violet being the one to save Zayden, it's going to be Andarna. And
Yeah,
I think it's going to be the whole kind of the same plot right there.
yeah.
I'm so excited for the next one. I cannot believe we have to wait for another book in between.
I'm sitting here going, shit. I had to wait this long for Onyx Storm. Now I gotta wait some more.
I feel like that's why they would do a series, because it would be more money for them long run, because everybody would like binge and then wait. But I find that if I don't watch it all at once, I forget about the series and I've moved on to something else. Like it loses my attention entirely.
Yes. And every other series other than Fourth Wing, and Fourth Wing is slowly starting, I'm like, okay. I have a feeling I'm going to have like a bunch of other things on my TBR I want to read before I read the fourth book.
Um,
Just because by the time Onyx Storm came, and as mad as I was, I'm like, okay. I'm
yeah.
disappointed already.
Not me. I took
You
off
can-
work. I stayed up. I was reading that. I loved it. I know everybody hates Onyx Storm, but I thought it was just a good filler book. We knew that a filler book was coming. The action was still there, but it was prolonged because you were traveling so much. So like you spent this journey traveling and then the action would hit and then you'd travel some more.
Yeah, this one was almost boring.
Yeah. Until
It
the
was
end.
almost boring. And I think that was a turnoff for me because I can't do. So the first two books in the series was like, oh my god, I'm in love. And then the third book, you're like, all right, now I'm starting to see the red flags.
Do you think that
See,
happens a lot in series?
Huh?
Do you think that happens a lot in series where it's like as the longer the series goes on, the less enjoyable it is?
It really depends. Like I should not have started Fourth Wing. Mainly for the fact that I'm like you, Joe. The longer I have to wait, the more I'm just like, whatever.
Yeah.
And with that last one leaving on the note that it did, and like, I was like, wait, I'm missing pages in my book. And I read it on a freaking Kindle.
See, I
And I
wasn't
was
even surprised by that though, because I knew from the beginning, like, it felt very Rose and Dimitri, and it left off on the exact same thing that Rose and Dimitri did, pretty much. So, like,
but I read that whole series in one sitting.
oh well, I did too. Except for the last book I waited, but I only had to wait like a month on it to come out, so.
And even with the Twilight series, I didn't watch. I'm sorry. I read them. I read the first one. I think I waited a month because I refused to read them until it was closer to the time for the next one to come out. And so it got to that point. I finally read them, and then the movies came out.
Yeah.
And then the movie sucked ass.
I remember waiting on Breaking Dawn. Breaking Dawn came out, and then it was,
Yes.
the last book, or the first movie came out right at the same time almost.
Mm-hmm. And so, and I don't mean to say that it sucked. They could have used better actresses and actors.
Yeah,
But
I
I
feel like
still have this
Twilight
thing
gets
about
so much.
sparkly.
You still have what?
I have a thing against sparkly vampires. Like, even in my head, when I'm reading the book, I know they said that they shimmered and all that. I couldn't imagine it. Like, I'm still looking at Brad Pitt and, Tom Cruise or,
Sort of sparkly, shimmery.
and, huh?
They were sort of shimmery. They were just very pale.
Antonio Banderas, they were pale. They looked like vampires.
Well,
Oh
don't you
yeah.
think it's pandering though to the younger crowd? Like they were doing like made it to where they would get viewers or readers for a long time.
I don't think so, because she dreamed it. It all came in a dream, and then she wrote it.
And the storyline itself got the younger crowd, because that's what got me. And even my mom liked it. But that's what got a lot of, like, my nieces and stuff, is the storyline was great. And then I went and I'm watching, and it's like these people are made out of diamonds and glitter, and it's like, yep, nope.
Well, and like in the books, they made the war between the vampires and the werewolves so much bigger than what it was in the movies, and it just cut out those important parts where you got them more emotional. The movies just made it about Edward and Bella, and I was team Edward and Bella, but the movies just didn't
I
do
was
it
Team Jacob.
justice.
I was Team Jacob all the way, but I gotta love some hair.
I am horrible about reading a series, and whoever the first love interest is, I stick with that. Even with Akatar, like, I hated
I know.
that she
I was about to say
switched.
you're Team Tamlin.
Really? Well, Tamlin, I mean,
Like, after you read it, yes, I'm 100% Team Reese, but that was very hard for me just to get out of. Because once you
And you
introduce
wouldn't
that,
even let me talk smack about Tamlin, because he turned into a pretentious ass. Well, I mean, he was a pretentious ass the whole time, but he became very much worse.
yeah, he did, but I think he still has redeeming qualities. When it came down to it, after he calmed down and saw what he did wrong, which everybody does wrong, he realized that he just really wanted her to be happy. And if it was Reese, then he would help her achieve that. He truly did love her. He just did not know how to show it.
and I think I think that part right there is the most realistic thing about that whole story. And that's why I really love his story. And I agree. I
I
mean, I'm with Kay. Absolutely 100%.
I think when he has his redemption, and he will, whether it be with Elaine or somebody else, I think it's going to rip my heart out, because I've always been a little bit hoping that he's going to prove himself. Whatever she saw at him at first, I cannot wait to see.
She had Stockholm Syndrome.
Well, and Beauty and the Beast is my favorite Disney movie, so like.
Another thing of Stockholm Syndrome.
But at this, like.
But that
He
doesn't,
did.
like, that doesn't give any credit to the female character, though, and being able to, like, she worked herself out of it. She saw, and I think that if I'm recalling correctly, which I might not be, but she recognized the softer spots in Tamlin and recognized that he was going through things and then couldn't be the person that she needed or wanted. And I mean, saying Stockholm Syndrome, it doesn't give the woman enough credit or the love interest enough credit for being able to come out of something without, you can just acknowledge that someone isn't ready.
Well, and I think a lot of people forget that, like, yes, he did kind of capture her, but he also did try to make her happy. She mentioned paints once, and he went and got her to paint so that way it would make her happy. He did try to make her happy. He just was not good about it.
Yes, yeah.
He was too. He almost was too nonchalant about some things, and then other things he was too in your face. If that makes sense.
100%.
He was not ready for any kind of romantic relationship. Like, he was trying.
You guys know me. I want my ladies to be built up. He did not build her up, and that's why I love Reese so much.
Yeah.
Tamlin tore her down unconsciously, which is why I give him a little slack. He did not mean to. He let his own fears overshadow anything that she was doing right. Like, he was always scared she was going to get hurt or leave him, and he just wanted her to be locked up and safe out of love, but he just did it the wrong way.
And the only way he knew how in that moment. Again, he grew into understanding what unconditional love is. In my opinion.
Well, yeah, he had to go into his beast form and deal with his internal stuff before he could even realize, hey, I was wrong. Reese is the better man for her.
Which is such a good analogy, having to transform into the beast before you can come through as the hero. The hero's journey within the fantasy itself. It's the spiritual within the fantasy.
You guys, I got deep on Tamlin.
We always do.
I think
he's such a dynamic character, and like Kay says constantly, so misunderstood.
Yeah. Did he do the right things? Absolutely not. Was he a good person? I think deep down, yes, he's a good person. He was just hurt and didn't know how to deal with it.
Yeah.
Which we all do that sometimes.
100%. Even unknowingly even. We don't know that we're hurting someone. And then you have to take the time to reflect, and once it's brought to your attention, and he's a really good, beautiful character because he grew so much within that story. He really evolved to me in that story.
Me too. And Nesta. Everybody hates Nesta, but I think, I still kind of hate her a little bit.
Why?
She's a bitch.
Why? Because even though she's hurt, it doesn't give her the right to do the things that she did, just like Tamlin. But the fact that she told about the baby and everything, like, no.
And she's a bitch.
Yeah, she is just a bitch, but like, she's a likable bitch at by the end of it. But she has to do that growing. Like, you have to see it.
Now, the one I want to see turn into a complete badass is Elaine.
Oh my god, me too. I cannot wait.
If she still turns out to be this quiet, needs her sisters to take care of her, if she's growing out of that, but if she ends up being more into that than a badass, I'm gonna be done with ACOTAR completely. Or
Just
done.
goes to the fucking, sorry, the freaking spring court to have a garden. No. Like, she better be a badass bitch.
Right? I'm like, if you want your garden, fine, but at least use the roots to
Kill somebody.
kill somebody.
Yeah.
Use the thorns as, weapons. Do something.
But
And
I think, sorry, go ahead, what?
for just quit being such a bitch to Lucien.
100%. I love him. I actually think him and Tamlin's probably the ones I'm the most attracted to physically. Or Cass, but it's the long-haired baddies. I can't help it. But when I think of Tamlin, I just think of, like, Brad Pitt, Legends of the Fall, or Interview with a Vampire, so.
I don't even know who
Yeah.
I would compare Azrael to.
Azrael, I see the dark black hair. I see tatted up, almost like biker.
Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe.
Got the leathers on. Just yeah.
No, maybe I just haven't seen him yet. Where I'm like, oh, that's him. That's him.
I don't know that they will ever find a perfect Azrael.
Yeah,
Or Reese, to be honest.
that's not a lie. Although James Joseph might be a good contender.
Oh my gosh. Y'all, my biggest flex in life is that we're friends on my personal TikTok.
Hold on, I need to see something.
I cannot thank you enough for introducing me to him. Because him cooking and his just absolute all around wholesomeness is just divine. It is so heartwarming and just otherworldly. It's just, you don't get it. And not only that, but he plays these questions, like 20 questions or this or that or whatever. And his responses are so emotionally intelligent, and it's so hard to find that in people anymore. So it's just really nice. It's very nice.
I like when he reads too.
So, I could almost see. I believe he would need to have darker hair or longer hair, but I could almost see. Who did y'all watch the originals or the Vampire Diaries?
No, I did not.
Damon?
No. I love Ian Somerhalder, but no. But Elijah Michelson, the guy who played
Oh, I
Elijah
love
Michelson,
Daniel
Daniel Gillis.
Gillies. Yeah.
Yeah, I think he could play. I could almost think he could play Reese just because of how well he's at being very stoic and and then again he can turn around and be the little smart ass and do the
Yeah.
banter thing.
That's a good one. I would have never, ever, ever thought of that.
I was just sitting here thinking about that going, he would be good.
He would have to buff up a little bit, but yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
I mean,
wow. Yeah.
he's a physically fit dude, and he is tall, but like he's tall and lean. He would need to be a little bit bulkier.
Yeah. And the guy that played Marcel could be a good, just any of the side characters.
Oh my god, the summer court, what's his name? Tarquin?
Yes.
Okay.
And don't get me
Now,
wrong, I love me some Klaus.
oh, I love James Joseph. He's like the sweetest human that ever walked.
Yeah. Yeah, Lord, he's really
But
great.
in that series, in the originals and in the Vampire Diaries, the way he is,
Yes.
like that attitude in one of those characters, I could see it.
Oh, he could be an heiress
Mm-hmm.
for personality wise, not so much looks wise, but yeah.
Yeah.
Guys, we could
Ah,
just start fan casting all these shows, get it going.
ooh. And Claire Holt would be a good, was it Claire Holt that played Rebecca? Yeah, Claire
Hmm.
Holt. She would be a good, probably Nesta, just that bitchy attitude, except for we'd have to find a good wig to fit on her. She, not a blonde.
Mm, I like this. I never thought of her either.
I saw in another movie and it was really good.
I really like Candace Accola, but I think Candace Accola would have been a good um Alice for Twilight.
Yes.
She's so bubbly, and I hate that they took her out of the U series. Well, she took herself out because conflicting things, but
I didn't finish that series.
the
I
books
got
or
bored with it.
the books?
No, the series. I got bored with it.
Oh, well, I could see that on the TV, but not the books. The books are so good. Those books are ones that got me started back into smut, like, because I took a little break from reading. And one of my friends recommended the U series, which is not a fantasy. So if anybody's listening, it's not a fantasy series, but it's good. I love the guy that played Harden, but I don't like him as Harden.
Yes, I agree with that.
So, guys, we need to find where there's a fantasy ball in between all of us and go.
Oh,
Mm,
gosh, yeah.
yes.
I think it would be so much fun. Me and Deb went to one and it was amazing. I will never stop talking about it.
I so sorry. I know this has nothing to do with fantasy balls. I did go through and look. Uh, the sinful signings or whatever
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
are. I saw some of the pictures from that, and man, that looked like a blast.
I really did. It's in Washington though, isn't it?
I had no clue where it was. Was this in Washington? No, because he made a post when he was walking, um, and he was there for the simple signings. I don't think it was in Washington.
Oh, it must be Chicago. He's in Chicago.
He's in Chicago, but he went somewhere for it.
Oh, well,
He had
I
to
don't
go
know.
somewhere for it, and I
Hold
think it
on.
was.
I'll look it up real quick. Um, oh my god. Why did I not go to this?
It was in Virginia.
Oh my
Yes,
God.
it's Roanoke, Virginia, and I missed it, you guys. What the?
Oh no.
I was like, no, that sounds right. That you kept saying. I was like, no.
Oh my god. Actually, no, I plan to go on it because that's the same day. The 19th was the day that Lily wanted to go to the Ghost concert. And I was like, Josh, I really need to go to that because whatever author I met on TikTok, I forget which one now, which would have been awkward when I got there. She reached out to me and was like, hey, if you come, you can hang out in my booth. I was like, oh, that's awesome.
And you could have hung out with our book cover artist,
Damn it, you
our
guys.
book cover model.
I was slacking.
Y'all, we gotta figure out like 2 different sets of questions for him. Like, certain questions for, oh, I'm sorry, we're still recording.
Yeah. To be continued.
My bad.
For those that don't know, we do interviews with all bookish people, whether it be cover models, authors, narrators, illustrators. We do interviews once a week or more if we have the schedule for it, but we're pretty busy when school's starting back. So if you're a bookish person, find one of us on TikTok or our email, bookishjkl at gmail.com.
Yes. I now look at that thing at least once a day now.
Guys, we need to pay attention to bookish events, or I do anyways, and get my butt out there.
Well, there was one here, but it was in Dallas. I wanted to go. It was last week, actually. But I didn't. It was about the funds, and I was like, nope.
Well, I think that's why I actually did not go to Simple Signings, was because to get the ticket that I would want, it was outrageous for, like, in the summer I don't get paid, so it was just a lot.
Now, we are talking about when JJ goes to Romantically Jess's husband's brewery for Get Lit, we're talking about going for that.
That would be fun.
Yes. So, I kind of can't wait.
September? October? When is it?
If you go look in my event calendar, it's in there. Bee's been putting all that stuff in there for me.
I think it was right in the middle of band season.
It's right in the middle of football season for us, so it's like, okay. Or right towards the end of it.
Well, I could go one weekend as long as Josh is not doing the Antero work, but like, if he's not, I'm the only one that goes for Lil, so I can't, but hopefully it all works out. I'm just leaving it to the universe.
I would love to hear that you got to go and got to meet everybody. That would be so amazing.
That would be amazing.
Oh,
But I need you to come with me because I've never flown and I don't know how to do it.
I would love to experience that with you for the first time, but I can't. It's only me, so I can't.
I know.
I'm sorry.
I mean, I get it.
But I'll be there with you in spirit, and we can be on the phone like 24/7. You guys can go partying. I'll be with you guys.
Go live and for Joe.
Jess already said she would go.
Mm-hmm.
She would go to the hotel with us and hang out. I was like, girl, you're going to be exhausted after throwing an event.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well. Oh, wow. We've already been on for 50 minutes.
That's great.
Yeah.
We get into talking about Hamlin, and it gets deep.
Right. I love the fact that we all have on different things. We all vary, which is what makes this interesting.
I'll say that's what makes us a great team, though, because it's not all just one thing. Like we have.
Well,
It would
and
be boring
besides,
astrology.
go ahead.
I'm done.
I said besides that, like we can actually discuss. We don't get angry with one another. And I find that lovely in this day and age. Like we can actually, you can have your different opinions, I can have mine, and it's like we all respect each other enough where it's not a big deal. It just happens.
Except when it comes to Pride and Prejudice, okay?
I didn't say I didn't like Pride and Prejudice. I just said it's cheesy.
You said cheesy. You said it was cheesy.
I still like the movie. It's a classic. I love classic movies. I mean, I think The Breakfast Club is cheesy as can be, but it's one of my top 10 movies.
Oh, I love it, and Pretty in Pink, and
Yes. The whole Brat Pack. I'm like, yes, if they're in it, I'm watching it.
I'm sure it's been said on another podcast, but my very first crush was Ducky. Love him so much. I just love how like he was dancing and he was dancing to great music. And I love that he just did not care about anything and that he was so totally obsessed with the girl. Didn't end well. But it's carried on. That kind of guy though. It's like that's what I look for in the romantic or the romantasy books that I read. Is like the overly obsessive person and stuff like that. So it's interesting that we're talking about that, and that's what came to mind, and that's where I go with the books.
that is true. Like, no matter what genre it is, you like that obsessive love.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, give me some breathing room.
I'm weird. Give me a tatted up, long haired biker guy, and I'm a happy camper.
That is not weird. What are you talking about?
I know. And
I'm obsessed with that. I've read so many motorcycle series because I'm like, and I imagine just so many different people. Right now, after seeing those book covers, we're now imagining yeah, we are now imagining him. 'Cause, yeah.
It is. That was delicious. I had my favorite immediately.
For those that don't know, Tony, what is Tony's last name?
Brett something. Brett, give me a minute. I'm on my Discord as we speak.
So sorry, Tony.
Bretman. Tony Bretman.
Will be on the podcast with us next Monday. We're going to hang out and talk about his work and whatever else we think of.
If you have questions, you can email us.
Yes. bookishjkl@gmail.com.
That's right.
We're going to have to get that recording and just pop it in every time.
Right.
Oh my gosh. I'm excited. I'm very excited.
Yeah.
How long have you been doing it? Do we know?
I don't know. That's a good question to ask them.
Good question.
That's for next episode, guys.
I'm trying to hook them in right now. You want to come back? Let's do some more.
They probably just to tune in to see how many mistakes and how many times we're going to squirrel. We can make it a drinking theme. How many times the girls squirrel onto another subject?
Yes, please. That would be fun.
Oh, I've got to write down all these questions I now have for this man.
We would definitely, if it was a drinking game.
You're right.
Oh, goodness.
Well, ladies, it's been fun.
It has.
Another one in the books.
Thanks for listening. Thanks for being here. And we'll see you next week with Tony.
All right.
Okay, bye.
Bye.